Meet me in the desert. Tell me where you've been. Tell me where you're going. The land doesn't want you here. It doesn't want anything. Tell me where you're going. I'm a friend. We used to know each other. You remember? What do you remember? Keep walking in the desert. I'll come to you. I'm your brother. I'm your son. Can you tell me your name? Can I tell you a story? The story of the author we used to read together? The one who wrote the mysteries? Her name was Agatha Christie. Do you remember her? She wrote that mystery on the train. In 1926, she went missing. She was gone for 11 days. The doctors called it psychogenic amnesia. We've talked about it before. You know, the doctors, they told us all about it. You remember? Mental trauma, lost time. The mind repairs itself. Forgetting is a form of healing, one of the doctors said. You remember that? Tell me where you're going. Tell me where you've been. Agatha Christie was found 200 miles from her car. She had no memory of her 11 days gone. For her, there was now, and then there was now, and then there was now. Can you tell me where you're going? Father. Father. What do fathers wear? What does a father look like? You were on the beach. The beach. The beach. You were gone. Your body was still here, but you were gone. We went ahead and made a life without you, but we needed you back. What happened to Agatha Christie, it's not what happened to you. You didn't disappear. Tell me where you're going. This is Michael Boatright. You remember talking about him? The doctors discussed it with us. They brought up his name at 2 different hospitals, Michael Boatright. He woke up in Desert Region Medical Hospital. His ID said his name was Michael Boatright, but he didn't recognize his name. His ID said he was from Florida, that he'd been in the Navy. When he was found unconscious in a hotel room, he had 5 tennis rackets with him. But he said he'd never played tennis. He said he'd never been in the Navy. This man had never heard of Michael Boatright. It wasn't that he didn't remember. He wasn't gone. He said his name was Johan Eck. Johan was from Sweden. He only spoke Swedish. Johan's social worker investigated Michael Boatright. She learned about his life and told Johan all about it. Michael Boatright is a story. Johan Eck is all that's left of him. Are you still a father if you don't remember your children? Are we meeting for the first time? Is any of this real? Is any of this real? Sam Porter Bridges wakes up on the beach. Travis Henderson wakes up forgotten. Michael Boatright goes into what's called a dissociative fugue state. According to the DSM-5, a dissociative fugue state is a form of amnesia. The only difference between the fugue and amnesia is that the fugue causes a person to wander. A person experiencing a fugue state is a searcher. That's not entirely true, is it? A searcher is somebody looking for a specific answer. The fugue state is just a constant state of wandering. It's free jazz without a home melody. You know, a beach is never more than just a day old. The tide takes away and the tide brings in. That's memory. Time and memory pass through us. The tide comes in, the tide goes out, and there's our body, a beached thing. What we remember is the story we tell. We tell a story about the tide that came in, and we mourn what the tide took back. Meet me in the desert. That's where the tides are slowest. Remember me there with your favorite story.